Hey, what's up everyone? Then watch this video for Monday, December 30th. We have 2 trading days left in the decade. It's pretty cool, huh? All right, so I always start off with the SPY. SPY had gapped up on Friday, but kind of had a narrow range day. Really, for the last 3 weeks or so, since breaking 315, we've just been in a slow, quiet melt up. But most of the ranges on the days have been very narrow. Look at some of these candles. You know, that's holiday trading. But we've been able to root out some really nice calls. You know, my best trade on Friday, for those of you that, as Wayne likes to put it, didn't show up to work early or on time or early, however you want to word it, missed out on a great call by Wayne. It was on PT, but it was a pre-market trade. Let me switch to 5-minute candles, and I'll share the idea with you. And it was literally, after that 8 o'clock candle, it was back through 2 right there. And it went all the way to 280-ish, something like that. Hang on a second here. Yeah, here it is. Here it is. Screenshot. I took Wayne's great idea, bought it, limit of 201 filled, literally right on that second 2 break right there. And there's my scale outs, 212, 221, 240. Started to come back down and killed some at 227, then 264. And my most proud one, 279, almost at the top. Anyone who's in our chat room on a regular basis, I'll scroll over and show you what it looked like when I sold it at 279. You know exactly why I sold it there, right? We always sell into upside shape. There are people out there that literally teach their members to buy up here on stocks like this, hoping it just keeps going higher. I've always said that's complete. I don't want to cuss, so never mind. It's not good teaching. It's teaching a terrible habit. Anyway, anytime I see upside shape like that, I sell. And that really made my day, and I had some nice trades throughout the day as well. But what a great call by Wayne. What are we watching for Monday? MIK, which is Michael's, which is like a hobby store-ish, I guess. Hobby Lobby is another one kind of like that, if you've heard of that. Depending, I guess they're probably regional, so I don't know where they are in the country. But anyway, really nice volume, almost 40 million shares. And this thing ran from, I don't know, almost 6 to almost 9 before settling in at 8. Certainly worth watching for a red to green or some kind of follow-through setup tomorrow. SAVA, massive 3-day run. Sellers came in, and you guys have heard me say this in some other videos, right? Sometimes when you have a huge move, you get that one red day. You know, I like to be bidding down here on the pullback, you know, after maybe a couple days down in the buy zone. But keep in mind, I'm not a swing trader. So I've always said this. Sometimes you get one red day and then it's right back up. And I do want to share Kevin P. Went ahead and pointed out this flag right here. And we're going to talk about this in the course revamp, doing a whole new section on trading flags. But what a great, he posted that flag right there. Look what happens on the flag. The beauty of a flag, once you've determined bulls are in charge, all right, so this gaps up, sells off. Obviously, it's a recent high flyer from, you can see back here, I'm showing you 5-minute candles going back a few days. Pan out a little more so you can see the strength back here. So then it gaps up, kind of sells off, but then rips through the highs and flags. So bulls are in charge now on the daily and on the 2 or 3 day chart as well. And a great post by Kevin P. So the beauty of this high tight flag is that you buy the break of the flag and your stop goes right below the flag. It's a nice low risk reward. And as you course takers know, couple catalysts just above, and I'm certainly I've got some screenshots to show in the course on that, but a beautiful rip right there. Just a great heads up by Kevin. Just wanted to show you that intraday setup that Kevin pointed out, but it goes on watch for Monday because it's so strong, because you had this huge move, sellers came in, next thing you know, it's ripping again. We've seen a lot of stocks go a lot higher than you'd think they could in the recent past, so that one goes on watch. ITRM closing well off its highs, but certainly really quite the mover on Friday, from 272 to 647 intraday before settling in at 475. Definitely keeping an eye on that one. AQMS kind of looks similar, had a big rip intraday, but closing well off its highs. We're looking for a red to green or something along those lines on Monday. SPCE, big move. Sellers came in on Thursday and then right back up near Thursday's high on Friday. Goes on long watch. PRVB. I don't love this one because it's not real. I don't know. I love to focus on in-play stocks. You don't see, look at the volume here. You don't see any massive volume spikes. So is it really in play because it kind of broke this 5-month cup and handle quietly. I mean, you can see a little bit of a volume spike on the break, but the interesting thing is it did top out at the whole number 15, put in a lower high on Friday, so maybe through 15. But my instincts say, hey, Mike, this really isn't a recent high flyer in play. So with that in mind, I like this one a lot less. ACOR, big pop on Thursday, quiet inside day on Friday, but closing right at its highs. I love this kind of over that 2-day high, or maybe a better intraday setup. We'll keep our eyes on that one. Peloton gave a nice intraday reversal on Friday and then closing near its high. So just looking for a continuation of the intraday bounce, maybe a long setup for 1-day continuation. I don't hold overnight, so I'm just looking for a trade. I never did take a trade in that one on Friday, even though I had it on Bounce Watch. CDTX, pan out a little bit here, but certainly a nice breakout. You had this gap up back here that got squashed around $3, kind of formed a cup and handle. So you could almost call Friday's action day one of a breakout. Also, it's had issues with this 320 area obviously on Friday, and then back here all the way back in March. I don't know how much of an issue that is now this many months later, but you kind of have day one of a cup and handle breakout. It's worth noting that's a nice volume spike, but still barely over 1 million shares. If I get this big volume day out of it, that volume spike will look a lot better. See, look at that now. So that's kind of a zoomed in picture. Definitely going to keep our eyes on this one. And then IMMU, which had this big spike on Thursday and held up pretty well on Friday, maybe back through 22. Then you got Friday's high of 22.09 as a potential catalyst, and Thursday's high of 22.22 as another potential catalyst. Not in love with this one, but we're going to watch that. We'll add gappers to this list as well, and we should have plenty to trade on Monday, and we'll see y'all in chat.